I was tired of well-meaning folks telling me it was time to get over being heartbroken. When someone tells you that, a little bell ought to ding in your mind. Some people don't know grief from garlic grits. There's something a body ain't meant to get over. No, I'm not suggesting you wallow in sorrow or let it drag on. No, I am just saying it never really goes away. A death in the family is like having a pile of rocks dumped in your front yard. Every day you walk out and see the rocks, they're sharp and ugly and heavy. You just learn to live around them the best way you can. Some people plant moss or ivy. Some people leave it be. Some folks take the rocks one by one and build a wall. Michael Lee West, American Pie. Welcome back, or first time, to One Holiday at a Time. It's a podcast where we study the weird world of holiday-themed movies and TV specials.
Happy holidays, guys. My name is Adella.
And I'm Alex. Happy holidays.
Happy days.
It's the second take, because we started recording the podcast, and one of the mics wasn't plugged in.
And whose fault was that?
I think it's both of ours.
No.
I think it's both.
I told you I wasn't getting up until it was ready.
Both of ours. But yeah, so we watched this movie, Adam Sandler's Eight Crazy Nights.
Yep.
Tell us about this movie, because you used to watch it when you were a kid, right?
Yeah, I watched it all the time when I was little. I really enjoyed it.
This is weird.
I'm a fan.
I feel like we had it on DVD, but I never watched it when I was a kid, and then when I was old enough to watch it, I didn't care.
Should have
and I didn't want to
watched
watch it.
It was a good movie.
It's all right.
It's my jam.
It's all right. I think, in my opinion, I think people give
It's hard doing this all over again.
Yeah, it's hard doing these, trying to act natural when we're having these conversations again. But we got to record them. So I think, in my opinion, Adam Sandler kind of gets a little bit of a bad rap from people. You know what I mean?
I think he's fine.
I think he's fine. I think he's like the same thing with the Guy Fieri, or Guy Fieri, however you pronounce it.
Fieri.
Yeah, it's a made-up last name, which is stupid. Did you know that?
No.
His last name isn't Fieri. It's Ferry, Ferry.
Oh.
It's his real last name, and he just made up a dumbass fucking last name, and then he yells at people when they pronounce it wrong.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think
Fun fact.
he gets a little bit of a bad rap. He's still. It's the same with Adam Sandler. You know, they're like, I kind of understand where it's coming from, and I kind of get it a little bit, but I think it's too much a little bit. I think Adam Sandler has some good movies.
Yeah.
Some of the old stuff, you know.
Like Eight Crazy Nights.
Yep, sure. Oh yeah, and then when we were recording earlier, we had a whole talk about Jack and Jill and how we're probably gonna watch it, blah blah blah.
Probably gonna watch Jack and Jill next week.
Yeah, we talked about Jack and Jill. I don't want to explain it again. It's you'll see. But anyway, yeah. So this movie's the first time I watched it was like a few years ago, when we first started dating, and I didn't expect it to be a musical, but it's a musical.
It's fun. I know all the words to all the songs in the movie.
That's fun. But yeah, it's a musical, and in the movie, you know, it's got all the classic, well, a lot of the classic Adam Sandler people that are in like all the movies.
Mm-hmm.
We got like Kevin Nealon plays the mayor. We got Rob Schneider plays an Asian guy.
Yep.
He's just Asian.
Mm-hmm.
We have his wife Jackie plays Jennifer, who's like the
fun.
main love interest in this movie. I don't know if they were married yet, but they are now, I think.
You think?
I don't know. John Lovitz, you know, all the people. all the people. And then Adam Sandler plays like he plays 3 characters, and then he does the voices of the deer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he plays the main character Davy, and then he plays both Whitey and Eleanor, the 2 old people in the movie.
That's really weird.
Yeah. But anyway, let's start it.
Let's do this.
Let's do the show
Do the
now.
podcast.
Mm-hmm. So we start out the movie with a voiceover, which it's like barely in the movie after the first like part.
It's in there a little bit.
A little bit. I feel like they needed it to be in there a little bit more, because like the voiceover, I think like in the first 5 minutes it was good, and then like it comes back at the very end of the movie, and I was like, oh yeah, there's voiceover
It's
in
in
this
the middle.
movie.
It's throughout the
little
movie. No,
bit.
it is throughout the movie.
I think it's just not a little bit not enough voiceover.
Well, if you're not listening to it, then yeah, it's not enough.
It's true. But we see this town. It's all snowy. Everybody's setting up for Christmas and Hanukkah.
No, we need to rewatch the movie now.
Why?
Because you need to see how much voiceover is in it.
Fine, there's voiceover.
Thank you.
I'll take it back.
Thank you.
I just like, if, in my personal opinion, if there's going to be voiceover, I feel like there should be a lot of voiceover.
There was.
Fine. Fine.
There was voiceover when they were in the car, when they were at the mall, when they were at Whitey's house, when the house was on fire.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. There's plenty of voiceover. I take it back.
Thank you.
I take it back. There's plenty of voiceover in this movie. But yeah, they're setting up for Christmas. It's a nice little small town. Everyone's, decorating. They're building giant ice sculptures of Santa and a menorah. The only two winter holidays.
But the town has a small table's worth of Jewish people.
Yeah, which is revealed at the end of the movie, but
they're so into it.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
There's apparently not a lot of Jewish people in the town, but enough to where they would build a giant menorah sculpture.
But there's 5.
I don't know.
It's 2 families.
Yeah. One thing about this movie, I like the art. I think it's nice. I think it's some good art style. You know what I mean?
I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm. They did good, and yeah. Oh yeah. So the voiceover mentions that there's there's some people who hate the holidays, and this character Davy Stone is the worst of them all. He hates the holidays so much, and then we cut to him at a Chinese restaurant, sipping some soup bowls, scorpion bowls, and he just seems very drunk, and he's bumbling around. The Chinese waiter comes over to him, played by Rob Schneider, and he's like, "Whoa, that must be a record, all those bowls." And he's like, "Oh, I'm also gonna beat the record for longest burp." And then he burps a lot, and it's very funny.
Oh.
There's gonna be a lot of those in this movie. Oh, you better get ready for those burps and farts jokes, because there's a plenty.
There's a lot of them to make the movie not as good as I thought it was when I was younger, but also there's not too much to make it not enjoyable.
I think there's a little too many, but yeah, like you said, it's not enough to be well, this movie sucks.
It's not enough to never want to watch it again.
Yeah, this movie is so weird because there's so much stuff in it that makes me hate it, but there's just something about it that's
that storyline though.
Storyline's okay.
I think it's very sad.
It's very sad, but I don't know. We'll get to it. Let's see what's next. So yeah, this is he burps. It's funny. The voiceover reveals that he was once a great person. Now he's just a crazy Jewish guy.
Does he say that?
Yeah, that's what the voiceover says.
Oh.
And then he's stumbling around, bumping into people on the street. He tries to get into his car, but cops pull up to him and he's like, "Oh, I hope you're not planning on driving tonight." And then he's like, "Oh no, just saying goodnight to my car." And then he starts he starts making out with his car and humping it, and it goes on for a while, and it's not very funny.
Police officer was really into it though.
Yeah, which also doesn't make sense. And
it's a man in his car, okay?
Okay. Then the restaurant owner comes out and mentions that he didn't pay for some of his meal, and so Davey starts running away and sledding on
wait, but that's my favorite. Oh, yeah. I just everything he calls it. It was you zip and you sip and zip.
Oh
me.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other ones.
But yeah, so now Davey starts running away from the cops as they chase him.
I'm sorry. I remembered another one. Chew and screw.
Oh boy.
Sip and zip me, you chew and screw me.
Oh boy. So
I think it's funny.
Davey's running away from the cops, starts sledding on a trash can lid, and then we see the first song of the movie.
Yep.
Where Davey's just singing about how he hates the holidays, and he's just hitting people and pushing them down and knocking over their possessions.
He's very drunk and running away from the cops.
Farting on people. Very funny.
Taking a nice pit stop.
It's very funny, I think. He steals someone's snowmobile out of their garage.
Yep.
I mean, that's their fault. Their garage was open, and there was nobody guarding it.
Mm-hmm.
But he still stole a snowmobile.
They had to have like left the keys in it too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they were just asking for that.
Oh yeah.
And they just he destroys those giant ice sculptures we saw earlier, and everyone's mad at him, and he gets arrested, and then it's done. But yeah, like I know the point of the movie is to hate Davy because he's supposed to get better throughout the movie, and we're supposed to like, oh, is a good person. But I think they just it's too much. He's too mean, I think, and he like it. This is my problem with the movie. Okay, the story's fine. I just think they should have handled Davy's character better because I don't think he gets better throughout the movie.
Yeah, he does.
He hangs out with this old dude, and he like starts to like the old dude a little bit, and that's it. He's not a better person. He's like a little bit of a better person because he likes this old person and he helped him out. But like he's not a better person at the end of the movie, and I still feel like he's a huge asshole.
I think they just pity him.
What do you mean?
They just pity him because he had a bad life, and then they're just like, well, you're slightly better now, so we hate you a little less.
I guess, but...
And, maybe that did turn him around. We don't see enough after everything to know if he's a better... Yeah, I know.
So it sucks. It's like you're
just supposed to assume.
And at the end of the movie, he's just a little bit less of an asshole. He's just like, he's nice to like 2 more people now. Oh, good. What a good person.
I'm very proud of you, Davey.
It's bad. It's not a good character development. It's like half of character development. There should be some more, you know?
Do you really want to watch more of the movie?
I really like the farting and the burps.
It's fun.
It's funny. He farted. That was funny.
Farted on those carolers.
Oh. So it's the next day. He's in court, and the judge is just like listing off all the things he sentenced him to in the past. I guess he's got a troubled past. And then the judge also just mentions out of nowhere how good he used to be at basketball. Because like, oh, you used to be just a shining star of a basketball player, didn't you?
Athletes are such good people.
Yeah, definitely.
They're an inspiration to the community.
If you're good at a sport, you're a good man.
Doesn't matter what you do.
You're good.
You're good at a sport.
And you are a role model for children.
Yep.
So yeah, now he's like, oh, I'm really gonna have to crack down hard on you this time. This is the last straw. But then some old man speaks up, and it's this guy named Whitey Duvall, who's like a junior basketball coach. That coach.
I don't think he's a junior basketball coach.
What is it?
He like runs that basketball.
He just runs the whole thing?
Stadium?
Does he? I thought he was the coach. Pretty sure he's the coach.
Like, I feel like he's the coach, but also I feel like he's not the coach. I think he just is in charge. He's a ref.
He's in charge of the... Oh, yeah, I guess maybe.
Because there's that one guy.
The coach?
That guy! That with the hat and the jumpsuit.
The guy with the hat and the jumpsuit. I don't remember a guy with a hat and the jumpsuit.
When they were doing that laughing thing, he was the one walking around.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. He does something with the basketball team.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't explain that very well.
I think he's just a ref. I don't
think
he's a coach.
Just a ref. Anyway, he comes up. He's a short old man.
Like 4 feet. I think they say he's 4 feet.
Yeah, and he's got one foot that's bigger than the other, and he stumbles around a lot.
Men's 11 left side, children's 9 right side.
Well, why do you know so much about this
I
movie?
told you I've seen it so many times.
So the judge also mentions that he's turning 70 soon. Because I guess the judge is just Mr. Backstory over here.
Very old, yep.
So Whitey is like, hey, how about instead of sending him to jail, you make him assistant referee for the junior basketball team? And the judge is just like, that's fine. Because Whitey's like, oh yeah, it makes men good if you're
good
a
boys.
referee.
Yeah, if you play sports.
If you play sports, you're gonna be a good boy. And the judge is like, okay, sounds good. But if you break one law, you're going to jail for 10 years, no less than 10 years. And so it's like, oh, fine, I guess I'll be an assistant referee.
Guess I'll play some basketball.
Nerd. So then we cut over to them like getting dressed in the locker room, and we see Whitey's got a hairy butt.
Oh god, that's so funny.
There's, like, what is that a joke?
I don't know.
What is that?
I never thought that was funny. I thought it was weird.
It's not. And then like later in the movie, he takes his shirt off and he's all hairy under the shirt, and it's like, why is like it doesn't make sense. It's not a joke.
Well,
what's the joke is he's got a lot of hair.
Look at this guy.
Whoa.
Oh man.
His butt's he got a lot of hair on it.
Got some furry buns.
Isn't that funny? Well,
Aha.
That's funny. But yeah, that happens. And then Davey comes up, and you know what he does? Burps a lot.
Right in his face.
It's funny.
Oh man.
That's a good one. He burps on
Burpity burp.
Then Whitey's like, "Oh, have you done your pregame stretching?" And you know what Davey does?
Oh, what does he do?
He stretches his middle finger by flipping him off a lot.
Multiple times.
Oh
man. Got him. And Whitey doesn't get it.
What a zinger. What is zinger?
Zing dee zoop zop.
So Whitey, he mentions he's going for the 35th annual All-Star Patch, which is at first I thought it was like specifically for basketball coaching and refereeing, but it's like
a community.
Yeah, it's like a
thing.
community, like the best person in the community doing good stuff for the community, and it's
for the basketball community.
Really? It's just
I think
specifically
so.
For the basketball.
Because that
community?
guy that won before Whitey got it was
build a scoreboard and
things
like that.
And they mentioned it being a basketball patch once.
That's what I thought. So I was like,
yeah, but they're like, it's not just for. I don't know.
It's weird.
I feel like the community.
It's a made up award that is super specific.
Yeah.
But also not at the same time.
It's weird.
Yeah. So they come out on the court. Whitey tells Davey he can't wear those hard-soled shoes on the court. So Davey kicks off his shoes and it hits people and breaks things, and it
starts the game.
I guess. Whatever. I think that's against the law, throwing your shoe at someone and breaking things.
But he's doing stuff with basketball.
Oh, that's true. So he's a good boy.
Good boy.
This chubby kid who's playing basketball, he falls over. You know what Davey does? It calls him fat and says he should wear a bra.
Foul on you, this kid, for eating everything in sight.
Oh boy, this movie it was made in 2002, so that was like back in the day when everybody thought fat jokes
were funny,
gay jokes, making fun of people who have seizures. There's a little transphobia in this movie too. It's all pretty bad, and it's bad. There's a lot of bad jokes in this movie that kind of made me not like it a lot. Like where he just makes fun, like he makes fun of this fat kid, right? And then people are like, "Hey, that's rude," and they start yelling at him. But then he keeps doing it, and then no one yells at him, and it's like supposed to be funny.
What are you talking about?
Like then he makes fun of the fat kid again, and nobody yells at him. And then there's another scene where like the kid is like, "Oh, we'll get to it."
No, but every time he makes fun of the kid, the first time they start throwing things at him, and the second time he says something, it's very passive, and also Whitey's having a seizure.
That's true. Yeah, nobody's really paying attention to him. Let's go. What's next? Yeah. So Whitey just starts having a seizure right now. It's bad.
Let's step on him.
It's not funny. Like there's some like the farting and the pooping and the burping. I can like ironically make fun of it. But like making fun of people who have seizures is not funny. Someone in the crowd asks if he's breakdancing. It's not funny. That's not funny.
I know.
It's so bad.
I think
that's a real problem people have.
The person that said the breakdancing comment was like a child, so maybe he doesn't.
Adults wrote that joke. Adam Sandler wrote that joke.
Never mind. This isn't a real.
He was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if a child thought he was breakdancing when he was having a seizure?"
Maybe
you know that thing that some people die from? Wouldn't it be funny if we made fun of it a lot?
But maybe it's super deep, and he's trying to make us all aware that people don't know what seizures are.
Yeah, it's like trying to bring to by stepping on him.
Yeah.
Like, let me step on this guy having a seizure. Wouldn't that be funny?
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stop the movement.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you're supposed to roll him on his stomach so he doesn't choke on his
But also let him do his
but...
thing.
Okay. Oh, and you gotta let it. Well, no, you have to let them be. You don't step on them.
That's what I was making a joke of. He was stepping on him, trying to stop the movement.
Got it.
I know how seizures work.
I get you now. And then he's like, well, Fatty's team loses because I want to see him cry again. And he does.
He does cry. His parents look at him very angrily.
It's bad. It's bad.
Mm.
Now they're at the mall. Whitey brings him to the mall because Whitey really likes the mall. I think Whitey's a good character. I like him. He's a very wholesome man.
Yeah.
And he has fun. And he's nice. This movie would be nice if it weren't for Davy.
It's like Davy's the plot of the movie.
He just needs to be a little less like an asshole. You know what I mean? Or just my problem with it is that the character progression of Davy isn't how I would like it to be. Because I think he's just an asshole through the whole movie. There needs to be a point where he's like he's not, but he like kind of is the whole time.
But
he kind of is like the whole time.
I feel like we're just on different pages.
I don't think so.
Because he gets better, and then they start talking about stuff, and then he snaps, and then he has a breakdown, and then he gets it.
Barely, though. He doesn't get it all the way.
I feel like he gets it.
No. I don't know.
I mean, I liked where they ended it. I wouldn't want to watch 10 more minutes of him just being a good person when they already showed that in the middle of the movie.
I don't want it to be longer. I just want the character progression to go faster and make him be a good person. All he is he's nice to Whitey, and that's it. And he's like, oh, what a good person. Anyway. He's such a good person now. He's not. He's a bad person now. He just likes someone a little bit.
We don't know that.
He just helped one person. Wow, good job.
We're going to have to go revisit the town.
Yeah.
Follow-up interview.
Sequel.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they're at the mall. Whitey's super excited about the mall. Tells him that he really likes it because it's got everything you need there. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, we see the chubby kid trying on a bra. And a girl is like, you're a boy. And he's like, But anyway, that happens and it's bad. Mm-hmm, and it's
but like
joke.
While they're in the mall, they're showing all the stores in the mall, and there's so many stores that are gone now.
Yeah, what is it? Like, let me see.
KB Toys.
KB Toys, that doesn't exist anymore.
What else is there?
Radio Shack. Well, there's like one Radio Shack, I think.
I'm pretty sure they're like all going though.
Yeah, they're definitely all going. Yeah. I don't think there's any more Sharper Image like stores.
Oh yeah,
actually.
No, that's not a thing anymore.
That's another thing that's there. This movie, yeah, like we said, movie was made in 2002. It's old.
Rip all that stuff.
I mean, malls are going away.
Yeah.
Nowadays. I don't know about the whole world, but I know here in Arizona, most of the malls are bad and abandoned.
In like London and Ireland, the malls were bumping, but that's because every shopping complex was a mall. And there was like grocery stores in the mall.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I like there's not really much of a difference, but I feel like a plaza of stores is much more fun than a mall.
I prefer malls because then they're inside.
I don't know. I like the what is it?
Santan Village.
Tempe Marketplace.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I like that. It's fun because it's like open and it doesn't like. I don't know. I feel like malls are like. It's weird that all the stores are just like open and
I getcha.
I don't know.
I like the AC.
That's true. It's a good point. But yeah, what's next? Whitey's just telling him like you need to step up. You need to start helping these kids, and he's just like, oh, whatever. Then this lady comes over and gives Whitey some sugar-free donuts, which I guess like she does every day. That Whitey mentions that. And she also has a child, and the child's super excited about his toys he's been getting for Hanukkah.
Sketch.
Yeah, Game Boy. And then Davey makes fun of him for like no reason, and I think that's my least favorite thing. It makes me sad every time when there's like a child that's very excited about something, and then like as a joke, someone makes fun of them and makes them feel bad. That makes me very sad for some reason. Like. Sadder than anything ever when a child's just very excited and someone makes fun of them. I think that's like the worst thing. I don't know. I don't know why that makes me so sad.
It's sad because they're small like, children.
Look at my Game Boy. And he's like, what a nerd. You like Game Boy? And he's like, oh, that's my Game Boy. I like a Game Boy.
Why are you so sad?
Game Boy. But yeah, that's my least favorite thing like ever.
It's very sad.
Let's see, what's this? Oh yeah, then like they leave after they give him the donuts. He's like, "Oh, that girl's pretty hot, huh?" And Whitey's like, "What are you are you kidding me right now with this crap?"
Yeah.
He mentions
It's a technical foul.
Yeah. He mentions that she recently got a divorce and moved back into town, and he's like, "Oh, then she's available." And he's like, "Dude, no." And it's revealed that apparently they went to school together and they hung out all the time, and he didn't notice at first that it was her.
I guess he wasn't seen her in 13
he wasn't really
years.
like paying attention to her that much.
I feel like a dick.
I feel like I would notice. You know what I mean?
I don't.
You wouldn't?
I don't remember you from 3rd grade.
That's true.
Or 6th grade.
Well, we weren't dating then.
They were dating.
Yeah. You're just like dating somebody and then like, 13 years later, I don't know who that is. What? I feel like you'd recognize them. You know what I mean?
Maybe very slightly, but if you're super drunk all the time.
It's true. He might be drunk right. Well, he probably is.
Yeah.
He's probably drunk right now. Who knows? But yeah. It's Jennifer, which was Davy's old school crush. School girlfriend.
Basketball crush.
Basketball crush. Yeah, we see like a flashback of them hanging out all the time and stuff like that. And then they're still just walking through the mall. They meet the mayor, and the mayor is like very hostile towards Davy, and Davy makes fun of him, jokes.
Furry underwear.
Funny. Woohoo. Whitey also like mentions again that he wants the patch, and of course Davy doesn't care about it. He's too cool for that.
No patch.
And then Whitey sings a little song about the All-Star banquet.
All-Star banquet.
Yep. That's how the song goes.
Yep.
It's just a nice little ditty.
Little tune.
So Whitey's driving him home. He's driving Davy home, and Davy reveals that he stole some peanut brittle from, I guess, C's Candy. Do they have peanut brittle?
Yeah, I think so.
It looks like a C's box.
I think so.
And Whitey like freaks out and says he's gonna call the judge because he stole something. They have like this argument. Whitey kicks him out, but they were already like at his trailer anyway. But then Whitey's car's stuck and he needs help, and Davy just makes fun of him and laughs at him.
I mean, he did just threaten to send Davy to jail for the 10 years. I wouldn't have helped him.
So I probably wouldn't have helped, yeah. Davy grabs a beer, and then we see like a picture of his parents and a little card that we're supposed to assume is from his parents. It says like to Davy or something.
It says to our son, Davy.
Yeah, okay, so there we go. Assume it's from his parents, but you never know.
You never know.
And then the TV, he's watching TV, and it says something about Hanukkah, and then he just says boo at it and turns it off. He turns the TV on, and it's like, Happy Hanukkah, and he's like, boo, and turns off the TV. It's like, wow, what a grump.
This guy doesn't like Hanukkah. This
guy really doesn't like Hanukkah.
Oh, man.
Does he? Whitey, he just keeps trying to like start his car going again. It's like stuck in the snow, and we just see Davy just keep laughing at him from inside his trailer. But then some deer come over and help Whitey push his car and help him go.
Some very nice deer.
Yeah, some nice deer. And now he goes home to his sister, Eleanor. We get introduced to his sister Eleanor. She's nice. She's like she's just worried about everything all the time.
Yeah, it's me with you.
She said she was worried. She called like the morgue to see if he was there.
I think she said morgue. Oh, maybe she did say morgue.
Yeah,
that makes
morgue.
sense.
Did you not realize that?
No, I just assumed it was the mall because he's always at the mall. They're very hard to understand sometimes.
That's true, yeah. It's Adam Sandler does the voice of both of them, and he does a funny old Jewish person voice. Oh yeah, she tells him like, "Hey, don't get your hope." They soak their feet in some warm water, like they do every night. And then she mentions that he shouldn't get his hopes up too high about the patch, and she just starts playing the trombone, and they fall asleep. Just pulls out a trombone.
I don't know. She's really good at it. Also, barely moving that slide, and it was still
so good. Their home is like super decorated for the holidays and everything. They're super into the holiday spirit. But now we show the next day, and the narrator mentions that to pay the bills, Whitey just likes to do a lot of odd jobs around the town.
Oh, the narrator mentions?
Yeah.
In the middle of the movie?
Yeah, the narrator mentions it. He's putting a star on top of a tree. So people make fun of him because he falls off the tree.
So funny. He fell off like a 50-foot tree.
It's a funny joke. And then he goes to clean out some porta potties, and Davy's in there like puking in one of the porta potties. For some reason, like, why is he there?
Just where he ended up.
He was at his home.
He's one with the wind.
He just wandered out of his home and went to a porta potty. I'm sure he has a toilet in his trailer.
I know. I'm not saying he doesn't have a toilet. Maybe he went out to drink some more.
That's true. I mean, it is like the middle of the day. But Davey is like puking in one, and then Whitey keeps cleaning the porta potties, and Davey pushes one over and down a hill. That's pretty unfortunate placement for these porta potties. They put the porta potties right on top of a hill,
a very snowy hill.
Yeah, but Davey pushes it over, and Whitey falls down, and he's covered in poop, and it is funny.
Man, he's got poop
See all the poop,
him.
it's all poop on him.
He's covered in human feces.
It's funny. Davey sprays him off with a hose, but it's winter, so he gets frozen.
It's a poopsicle.
And then he just leaves. And then he leaves him.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
Bye. Or like a real person, if that happened, they'd probably die.
Yeah.
So he almost murdered someone.
I mean, he probably would have been very seriously injured as a real person from falling down that hill.
I say that's at least attempted murder.
I don't think it's attempted murder.
Definitely.
If he would have died, then it would have been like manslaughter, but I don't think it's attempted murder.
Isn't manslaughter like accidental?
Yeah.
That's not accidental. He sprayed him with a hose and he froze and then he left. That's not accidental.
Oh, I was thinking about pushing him down in the porta potty.
I mean, no, you probably wouldn't have died from that.
That thing flipped multiple times.
I still don't think you would have been hurt. I don't think you would have died from that.
I don't know.
But yeah, so he's there all night, and then the deer are back, and they help him out. They lick the ice, and then they got poop in her.
Yep.
And then like one of the deer smiles at the camera, and there's poop in his teeth. And it's funny. It's a funny joke.
Get it? Just poop in his mouth.
That's funny, isn't it?
Poop. Poopsie doop.
That's a funny joke. It's the next day. Whitey's giving Davey like a refresher on the rules and regulations of b-ball, and Jennifer's like son is there, whose name is Ben. We find out
Benjamin.
Davey's just like making fun of Whitey, and then the kid Ben is like laughing. Benjamin's like laughing along with him as he makes fun of Whitey, which is not good. Not good role modeling. Role modeling, Davey says that he's better at basketball than these guys that they're watching, who are like adults that are playing basketball, and the guys challenge him to play it. So Davey's like, if I win, you gotta eat that guy's jock strap, and then it's a chubby guy.
It's another fat guy.
Yeah, he's all sweaty. Aren't fat people dumb?
So funny. Yeah, you give him like a dumb voice.
Oh yeah, he's like, woo. Who's he with also?
He was just by himself having a fun time.
I know, yeah. So like, that's rude. They're just like making fun of this stranger.
I know, yeah. There's some things.
Yeah, but it's but yeah, this is where Davey and Whitey are skins, and the other guys are shirts, and Whitey takes off his shirt and he's all hairy.
Except for right around the belly button.
And I guess it's supposed to be a joke, I guess.
It's funny. Get it? Because there's skins?
I don't.
And there's no skin?
Get it. Like, I don't get this one. There's some jokes in this movie. I'm like, was that a joke, or is it, like, why? Why is he hairy and why is that funny?
I don't know. There's some things I don't get. I'm above this toilet humor.
Whitey gets knocked out, and Davey puts him on the bench and puts his hand in his pants.
I don't get why that's funny.
I don't know. It's like, he fell asleep with his hand in his pants, but he didn't though. You'd put it there.
Still don't get why that's
That's
funny.
another one that's like, it's like.
I never understood
before.
that.
I've seen it in like movies and TV shows before where people do that, but like, why?
I've never seen that.
Is it just supposed to be like someone's supposed to come around and see them and think that they fell asleep, like touching their butt? But then it's like you did that to them, so they didn't fall asleep like that.
Yeah,
so
I don't get it.
It's not funny. Let's go. Let's keep going. Davey asks Benjamin to join him, and they play a game of basketball against these guys, and they do real good.
Mm-hmm.
And Jennifer arrives and sees Davey playing with Benjamin, and she's all happy. She's like, "Oh, look at him having a good time." And they win. And then Davey told Ben to call the guys biatches.
When I first watched this movie, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't understand biatch.
That makes sense, yeah.
I didn't get it.
I guess that would make sense since you were a teeny child.
I knew what bitch was, but I didn't get biatch.
Biatch. But then Jennifer yells at them and is like, "You can't teach him to say these bad words." And he's like, "He's okay.
Just having fun."
Mm-hmm. And then the guys eat the guys.
They actually will do it, except for only one of them does it.
Yeah, but then the guy's just standing there, and he's like, "Why are you eating that?" And I thought that was a good one.
That's a good
joke.
Uh-huh.
There's a few good, actually good jokes in this movie, but then there's also some just awful ones. There's no in between. It's either it's 98% just very bad jokes, and then a few actual good ones that I liked. But now it's a montage of Jennifer and Davey going back and forth driving home and complaining about each other,
singing a song.
Yeah, and then they sing a song while they reminisce about the good old days. And then this song, there's so many moments in this movie that they could have just left alone.
What do you mean?
This song, it was a nice song about them reminiscing about the good old days, and they could have just left it at that. But instead, they had to put some stupid jokes in it.
Oh yeah.
They had to put some dumb jokes in it throughout the whole song. Whitey's sleeping in the car, but then he'll just wake up and sing one line about some dumb shit about the only time I had sex was on the phone.
Yeah.
And it's yeah, it rhymed, but you didn't have to do that. It was just a nice song about them singing about the past. You didn't have to. And then the mayor.
And
then the mayor he sings about how his wife used to be a man, and his wife is just a woman with a beard. And it was completely unnecessary.
I don't have a problem with that in real life, but because they were doing it to make fun of it.
Isn't it funny? She has a beard. Oh.
Yeah, I know, I get that. Sometimes that's gonna happen.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But they did it as a joke.
Yeah.
And it was in this fucking song for no reason.
It was such a good song, and then they put those dumb stuff in it. Yeah.
With these stupid ass transphobic jokes, and it sucks. It's bad. It's very bad.
I know.
The songs are good until this happens,
yeah,
and then it's bad. But we see the guy who lost the basketball game, who's still eating the jockstrap, is setting Davey's trailer on fire.
He's a man of his word.
Yep. So Davey goes in, saves that card from his parents. It's revealed it's a card.
When he does that, it's just so sad because his whole house is on fire, and the only thing he can think to save is that card.
Yeah, so sad. It's he's a very sad character.
Yeah.
It's a good setup for a character, not a good character development really.
Yeah.
But it's a good setup for a good character development that could have happened possibly. But yeah, he saves it. Then Whitey's like, "Hey, come stay with me and my sister," and he's like, "Nah." But then he's like, "What else are you gonna do?" He's like, "Oh, I guess that's true." So they go home to Eleanor, and Eleanor thinks Davey's a thief for some reason because she's well, I guess because she doesn't really interact with a lot of people.
I don't think she goes outside very much.
Yeah, so any stranger is hostile towards her. But yeah, so they mention oh, if you're gonna stay here, you gotta follow our rules.
And then they sing a song with the rules.
Well, they're like, oh, don't have your wet shoes on the carpet. It's gonna get the carpet all dirty. And then you know what he does? Opens up a beer and spills it on the ground.
And all over them.
He's so cool.
So rude.
He's such a cool guy.
That part was so rude.
Yeah, but then they sing the song about the rules of the house, and Davey's very disrespectful. And then it's a nice, wholesome song about these rules that they have in the home, right? Mm-hmm. But then there's toward the end of the song, Davey says something about how he's gonna walk around in the morning with his morning erection, and Eleanor's like, "I'd like to see that." And why?
She doesn't get out much.
But that was unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary. You didn't have to do that. She was a nice, wholesome character, and now you got to make her seem like she wants to see this guy's dick.
A woman has needs.
I guess, but
he offered.
But come on, you don't have to do that. You don't have to make a joke. You don't have to make an erection joke about that.
I don't know.
It's a nice song about the rules of the home. You don't have to make it weird. Stop it. Stop with the jokes. This happens. Davey's like, we're gonna prank Eleanor. gonna go to the prank store and buy one of those cans of peanut butter that has the springy snakes in it, and they do it. Bring it to Eleanor. She opens it. She has a seizure and starts farting.
And then they laugh at her.
And they're like, "Isn't that so funny? We made her have a seizure, and now she's farting. And aren't seizures funny?"
Ooh, they're funny when you put farts in them.
Oh, she's farting, and also it could possibly choke on her own tongue and die. Isn't that funny?
Comedy gold.
It's pure gold. This is truly why Adam Sandler is the funniest man in Hollywood.
Indeed.
Oh boy, let's have Adam Sandler on to talk about this movie.
Hey yo, buddy boy.
Yeah, I really want to like get some people. If you know like any of the people who have worked on any of the movies we've done on the show, please let us know. Because I feel like it would be fun to interview the people and just be like, what the hell?
Get the people
like
from
I want to
Kickstart.
I want to get like Matthew Lillard on and be like, dude, like what was up with those movies though? Because there's no information about them online, and he was in all of them.
Let's do it. Just write him a letter.
Yeah, might as well. If you know Matthew Lillard, hey,
hook us up.
Hook us up so we can talk about those movies and see what's going on with those. Hook us up with Adam Sandler. We can ask him if he's still fine with some of these jokes, because I'd really like to ask him. I'm sure he's past it. I'm sure he's like, yeah, it kind of sucks, but you know,
not much you can do about it.
Yeah, you can't really like change it. All you can really do is like be like, hey,
sorry.
That's just how it was back then. Like, I don't know. That feels like a shitty excuse to be like, that's how. But like it was. Like nobody like speaks up about things that annoy them as much as they do nowadays, and I think it's like a good thing nowadays, because I want things to be nice for everybody and be accessible for everybody and not have to like make people feel bad.
Yeah.
But like back then, no one really did that, and so it was like excusable back. I'm not saying that I would excuse it because it sucks, right?
Yeah.
But like people excused it back then because nobody challenged anything, so it's like.
I guess times are changing.
Yeah, times are changing.
And it's good.
Everybody accepted that seizures are funny back then or whatever.
For some reason.
But it's not anymore, and it's bad, and it sucks. But yeah, she farts, and it's funny. It's a funny joke. She farts and seizure.
Dies.
Seizure. But throughout this, we see Davey getting a little better.
Yeah.
He votes for Whitey to win the patch. He's starting to warm up to them. You know, they're at the ice skating rink having a good day.
Mm-hmm.
He sees Benjamin. He's like, hey, you did good at the basketball game this morning. He's like, oh, thanks. Scored lots of goals.
I just realized you didn't talk about the sick burn with the patch when they were in the car arguing.
What was the sick burn?
It was a nice patch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I just
like when Whitey kicks him out of the car, he's just like, oh, nice patching with you. I hope you patchy... He just like he replaces all of the verbs with patch.
Yeah,
and it's very
funny.
I
just had it and now I can't remember it. That's so sad.
Shake my head.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, but yeah, he's like being nice to some people, and then Whitey like mentions that he used to be the best at basketball, and he tells like the story about this great game that Davey had, and he was killing it, and he tells it to Eleanor because she's never heard it before. But Davey's parents weren't at the game, and he's like always like looking around for them while they're playing the game.
In the flashback.
Yeah, in the flashback. That's what I mean. But then they win the game, and it's all fun. But there's some cops that are there, and they let Whitey know that Davey's parents died on the way to the basketball game, and that's when they got hit by a truck while they were driving on the way there.
Mm.
And that's when Davey gets super mad that he told the story and like yells at them and insults them and like runs away.
I'd be mad too. Like he kept telling them to stop. That's not his business to go talk about.
Yeah, and he just kept talking about it. It's like, see, like this is a good scene, a good character development scene. But it just needs to go a little further at the end.
He went to the mall and cried. How much more did
No, that's a good scene too.
Okay. Oh, like at the end.
He's still an asshole at the end of the movie.
I don't think he's an asshole.
It sucks. So whatever. Whitey. Wait, when is this? Oh yeah. So now we see this like scene where Whitey and Eleanor are getting ready for the banquet, and the deer are helping them. The deer were a weird thing.
But I mean, without the deer, he would have died.
That's true. But it was like it's weird.
Yeah.
They get a little. They're like weird. Right?
I mean, they lick poop off of him. That's pretty weird.
Davy's drunk and he like breaks into the mall and all the store mascots come to life, and this is like there's a lot of good cameos that play the store mascots. The Victoria's Secret gown is played by Tyra Banks.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Let's see. We got Peter Dante, who's in a lot of like Adam Sandler movies. He plays the Foot Locker guy. Who else? Kevin Farley, who's Chris Farley's brother, who was like a good comedian guy from Saturday Night Live, plays Panda Express Panda. Tom Kenny plays the Sharper Image Chair, voice of SpongeBob. And then we got Dylan and Cole Sprouse play the KB Toys soldiers.
What?
Yeah. Carl Weathers plays the GNC guy. This is a bunch of cool people. But they sing a nice like pep talk song to him about how he needs to have a good cry and get all those emotions out. And then he does. He starts crying because his like card comes to life and his mom and dad start singing to him and he cries. And it's a sad moment.
It's quite sad.
Yeah. And then some cops come take him away because he's broken into the mall. But he beats him up and he puts him in this position that makes him look like they're having sex.
But that's also a good position to put him in to get away because it's harder to uncuff him.
How did he do that? Like put a hand under his legs and then like hand.
Yeah, and then the other guy's hand. Yeah.
I was like thinking about that the whole time. I was like, how would he put them in that position to where they'd be stuck like that?
You wanna try it out?
Oh. But yeah, he runs away. He puts the cops in a sex position.
Oh.
It's funny. But we now see everybody like going to the banquet and getting ready and everything. Some guy comes up to Eleanor. Oh well, okay. I have to mention this the whole time throughout this movie. Eleanor's always like yelling at people, thinking that they stole her wig. I guess
from like 20 years ago.
Because like it's a joke that she's bald and wears a wig, which is funny. Whew, it's so funny. But yes, this guy comes up to Eleanor, and apparently he stole her wig like forever ago, and he gives it back to her, and she like kicks him in the face.
That's what he gets.
Yep. There's also this other joke that happens in the movie where like her wig falls off sometimes and lands on the Chinese guy, and he's like, "I got a wig," and it's like, wow.
He's embracing it though.
Yeah, which is cool, but it's just like why did they put these jokes in here? It's weird.
I don't know.
It's unnecessary.
It's a follow up for what happens to the wigs.
Yeah. Let's see. Davey then gets on a Greyhound bus and is going to New York. He's just gonna leave. He's gonna get out of town. And then we see like a little scenes from the banquet. Like we mentioned earlier, someone's like Merry Christmas, and everybody says Merry Christmas, and then someone says Happy Hanukkah, and then just one table of Jewish people in this whole town, I guess.
It's cool that the town is very celebratory of it. It's just it's weird.
Yeah. Then the mayor tells this shitty joke. What's the joke?
He talks about how he usually makes a joke at the beginning of these things, but he spent so much time at the hardware store that he didn't have time to come up with one. So, you want to hear a joke?
Mm-hmm.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Don't ya?
Don't ya who?
Don't you wish I didn't spend so much darn time at the hardware store that I could have come up with a good joke?
Ah, ha, 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 ha. And then everyone starts cracking up. Like, so much. They're laughing because, like, Jennifer tells Benjamin, like, oh, they just want the mayor to feel good because he's the mayor, so they laugh at all his jokes. And it's funny at first. I like how, like, everyone freaks out, and then, like, the coach starts dancing, and some people are just freaking out. And then it keeps going. And some kids are like, they shoot snot out of their nose for no reason.
Just keeps going.
And then the Chinese guy rips his clothes off.
And then it keeps going.
And then the deer are just shitting all over the place. And we see them pooping on the ground, and it goes on for so long.
It's poop. It's poop. It's so funny.
Bad. It's bad. This is why. No, don't do that. There's a lot of like poop and snot jokes in this movie of like, isn't that funny that it's gross? And it's like, it's not.
It's not funny.
Why is the deer pooping?
It's funny.
No,
it's laughing.
It's not. Why did he rip his clothes off? That doesn't make any sense. It was funny for a little bit, and then it kept going, and it was bad now. And now it's bad. So the Greyhound bus conveniently breaks down outside the banquet. And it's just like a little thumbtack. And he's like, oh, I can't believe this popped all 8 of my back tires.
It's a Hanukkah miracle.
Mm-hmm. So he runs over to the banquet because he's gonna make everything right. He's gonna make it right. But the deer, they're mad at him. And so he's like, if I give myself a wedgie, will you let me in? And they nod.
And he does it.
And he gives himself a wedgie.
He breaks off his underwear in his buns.
This is another one of those jokes. I'm like, is it supposed to be a joke? Is it supposed to be funny? Like, this, it's like a joke that would be funny if I was like a baby. And like, cause babies really like dumb slapstick comedy of like, oh, he fell down. It's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you.
But this isn't a children's movie. Like, it's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a joke that would be funny to an adult.
But there's adults that like
there
that
are, but it's like
comedy. That's the kind of people that would watch this movie.
I guess that's the people that Adam Sandler is appealing to.
There's a target
the people
audience.
who would laugh at him just like giving himself a wedgie for no reason.
And like fart jokes and poop.
It
like
sucks. It's bad. Like, it's very bad, and it's not funny. And there's no like
the sausage party audience would enjoy this movie.
This is like my comment, like my joke writing theory going right now, right? But you can't. There needs to be a setup for a joke, you know? There's no setup for him giving himself a wedgie. There's no reason to do it. He just did it, and it's supposed to be funny, and it's not funny. You need a reason for it to happen for it to be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's how
sure.
jokes are written. You need a setup, and then it happens. But he's just like, what if I gave myself a wedgie? And then he does it, and that's not the format of a joke. That's not in the format of a joke. It's just a thing that happens that's supposed to be funny, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor, he announces who wins the patch, and it's this guy named Tom Balthazar, who's just like a rich guy, and he bought a scoreboard for the basketball team, and Whitey's super sad, and him and Eleanor like start leaving, and Davey starts crying, and it's very sad.
It's that moment.
Mm-hmm. Then Davey comes in, and immediately like the cops grab him, everyone starts booing him, but then Jennifer gets up and is like, oh, let him talk, and then he tells them all, he sings a song about how Whitey's like he should have won, and he's a good person, and everyone makes fun of him, and then we show all these people like saying, oh, I did this to Whitey, and it was so rude, I don't know why I did it, and they're all like apologizing and feeling bad for making fun of Whitey the whole time, and it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
It's a good song.
Mm-hmm. But then we cut over to Whitey and Eleanor. They're driving home. They decide to go to the mall to try and cheer him up. And they go to the mall, and it's open, conveniently, which is good because he.
You just broke into it.
Yeah, so it would be open probably. And then Whitey's like talking to the mall like he does. I guess that's the thing he does.
Yeah.
And he mentions that he wants to move away because no one cares about him here, and it's very sad.
It's just sad, Whitey.
But then Davey shows up and reveals that there's like people who care about him, and everybody at the banquet is there, and they're all like cheering him on, and the mayor gives him the patch, and then everybody else who's won the patch gives him their patch, which is like, so this patch is like for people who do something good for the basketball team, I guess.
I think so.
And so, but there's like a lot of people.
It's been 35 years.
But like I feel like someone would have won it multiple times in a row. You know what
I
mean?
Yeah, that girl with the 3 boobs had
my
3
God,
of them.
I forgot about that. I didn't even want to talk about that. It's stupid.
I know, it's very stupid.
There's a joke in this movie where there's a character and she has 3 boobs, and it's supposed to be funny, I guess. Whatever. That's the whole joke. Is she has 3 boobs. Yeah. And like, haha, she's got 3 patches for all of her boobs. Isn't that funny?
So funny.
But like, what did she do for the basketball team? You know, what did all these people do for the
basketball team? That was like 5 years
team?
ago. I don't know what she did.
That's true. 5, 6, and 7 years ago.
Oh yeah.
What's next? Yeah. So everybody throws their patches down, and he gets them all, and he's so excited, and everybody starts like cheering him on and everything, and then like, see, his character didn't progress. This is the end of the movie. It's over. He just helped Whitey, and like that's it. He's probably still gonna get arrested. And then like Jennifer holds his hand, and it's like he did like one thing though.
I don't know.
He's not a good person at the end of this movie.
I accepted him. Forgive and forget. You know.
No, he's still a bad person. He just did one good thing, and that's it. And we're supposed to like be like, good job.
I love you now.
I'm just like exhausted from talking about this movie.
I'm so sorry.
It's just there's so much.
It's over now, though.
Oh no, it's not. Cause you know how this movie ends? Whitey has another fucking seizure, and it's supposed to be funny, I guess.
It's a happy seizure.
Yeah, it's the happiest seizure I've ever had in my life. That's what he says, and it's over. It sucks. It's bad.
Sorry.
It's bad. See, what I think what's happening is I feel like this movie, like the energy of the ending, and like the music and like the mood, it's supposed to give you this like false sense of like making it feel like this was a good movie. And so I think that's why we're having like a disagreement, is because like it tricks you. The movie like tricks you with its like mood and its music, because it's like it's well made. It's a well made movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I think it tricks you into thinking it was a good movie at the end by like having it has like a traditional good spirited movie ending. You know what I mean?
Kind of. I mean, it ends with him.
It also ends with him having a seizure, which is terrible. But like, I don't know. This movie does a lot of like making you think it's good by having all the classic like good movie thing. Like I said, it's like a well-made movie. It's just like it's also kind of bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess we just disagree on it.
You just don't get it.
I think this is the first time we've ever like really disagreed on a movie, which is interesting. But okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I spent like 50 minutes, no, not even like an hour almost, yelling about how I didn't really like this movie that much.
Give us some gifts.
Yeah, let's do some gift giving.
Woo.
Woo. So what did we like about the movie?
I like the songs.
Yeah, I like the music, like not even the music, not even like the songs, like the musical songs, like even like the background music I think is really good.
Yeah.
And I think most of the music is really well, like the dumb like bad jokes and like transphobic jokes are really bad, but like but aside from those bad jokes, I think the lyrics are good, and the music is very well written, and I think it's fun. And I also really like the art style too. I like the cartoonish nature of it. It's fun. And I also like how like some of the characters look like the people who played them too.
Yeah.
I like that. And there are a few like legitimately good jokes in the movie that I thought were funny.
I think it's funny sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. And then Whitey and Eleanor, I think they're good, nice, like wholesome characters, and I really like them.
Yeah.
They're fun. I like those characters. What else? What else is good about the movie?
They really embrace holidays other than Christmas.
Yeah, it's like the only Hanukkah movie, which I like.
Yeah.
I like movies that aren't just like Halloween, Christmas. Like it's fun to see like a Hanukkah movie.
Yeah.
That never happens. There's like 2 of them, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the other words for dine and dash.
Yeah.
You sip and zip me, you chew and screw me.
Sip and zip.
Sip and zip.
What else? What else is good? I do appreciate how Davey just doesn't like get away with everything, which is good. I feel like in a worse movie, Davey would have just gotten away with a lot of stuff, but everyone still kind of hates him, which I think is like even in the end, a lot of people still hate him, which I like. But I just really don't think his character development was very good. Was that it?
I think that's it.
That's it? Okay, what are we going to rate this movie?
7.
7?
Yeah.
4. I'll give her a 4.
That's fine.
It's fine. We'll disagree.
Yeah.
We'll agree to disagree. All right, guys. Don't sip and zip away just yet, because we're about to get into the celebration tank.
Oh.
Let's do it. It's the holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy days.
This is the last week of July.
I can't believe it's already over.
Last week of Anti-Boredom Month, National Blueberry Month, Cell Phone Courtesy Month, Hot Dog Month, Ice Cream Month, and Picnic Month.
Picnic Month.
Picnic Month. It's the last week. I can't believe it's almost over, like you just said. That's what you said.
Yes, it is.
I don't know why I said it also. But yeah, today is Tuesday, the 25th. What do we got?
We have got Culinarians Day.
Happy Culinarians Day.
Happy Culinarians Day. It is a day to appreciate anybody that cooks.
Thanks.
So I appreciate you, Honey Bun.
Oh, thank you.
You cook
I
me
am
food.
a good chef.
Yes, you are.
Is there no origins?
Nope.
Fun. Woo!
Woo!
But then also on the 25th, it's Puerto Rican Constitution Day.
Happy Puerto Rican Constitution Day.
Yeah. Their constitution was actually signed on July 3rd of 1952, but they celebrate it today because today used to be Occupation Day in Puerto Rico, which was like the day that the American forces came to occupy Puerto Rico and like welcome them into the American family. But now it's just like they just celebrate it as their Constitution Day now because they're like, oh, we don't want to have 2 days. Let's just have 1 day. But yeah, that's fun. And they just do regular Constitution Day stuff, just like
So nothing.
yeah. But what else do we got on the 25th?
We've got National Thread the Needle Day.
Happy National Thread the Needle Day.
I couldn't really find a good example of what you do, but I did find this website that was like, this is what thread the needle means sometimes.
Oh, just like different meanings for it?
Yeah, there's the practical meaning, which is taking thread and guiding it through a sewing needle. The metaphorical meaning, finding a path through two opposing views.
Just like us.
Oh!
We had opposing views about this movie.
Yes, we did.
So we threaded...
You were wrong.
Nope. We threaded the needle
I'm not
through
threading the needle
this
for you.
conversation.
There's, in billiards, it's precise shooting, so an object ball is carefully shot through a narrow pathway. Mm-hmm. It's also a yoga pose. It's used in football, and it's used in basketball.
Hey! Swish.
And there's not really an origin.
That's fun. Okay, so we'll move on to Wednesday the 26th. We got Aunt and Uncle Day.
Happy Aunt and Uncle Day.
Happy Aunt and Uncle Day. It's good. Hey, thanks you guys.
Thanks for being my aunt and uncle.
Yeah, there's not like an origin for this one actually. It's speculated it was made by card companies, like most of the like Father's Day and like Aunt, Uncle Day, Grandparents' Day. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You just thanks guys.
Thanks.
What else do we got on the 26th?
On the 26th, we've also got All or Nothing Day.
Happy All or Nothing Day.
Happy All or Nothing Day. That's pretty much a day where you just go fucking do something.
Do it. Just go ham.
Like, you don't know if you want to do it? Do it. That's the day. 26th is the day.
Just do it. All or nothing.
All or nothing. You're going to go buy a lottery ticket? Buy them all.
Is it?
Huh?
It's like do it or not.
No,
it's all or nothing.
Oh,
so
I guess.
You can do it or just don't.
Oh. But if you're going to do it, you have to do it all in.
All in. Yeah, that's fun. Next day, Thursday, the 27th, it is Take Your Pants for a Walk Day.
Happy Take Your Pants for a Walk Day.
Yeah, you just say wear some pants, walk around.
That's no fun.
But what else is the 27th?
It's Take Your Houseplant for a Walk Day.
Oh, it's Happy Take Your Houseplant for a Walk Day.
Yeah, apparently this is a holiday that was created by Thomas and Ruth Roy. From wellcat.com.
Oh yeah, they did the what was that other holiday they did recently that we talked about? Let me find it. Oh, it was like Embrace Your Geekness Day. That's what it was.
Well, apparently these are copyrighted holidays.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
All of them?
Yeah, any from that website, and those people are copyrighted holidays.
Well, we missed a few then because there's also, let's see, July 13th was Gruntled Work. Gruntled, that's not a word, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is it disgruntled, right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. There's so much news about disgruntled workers that today is the day for gruntled workers to unite.
Oh.
So that's July 13th. July 15th is Be a Dork Day. July 23rd is Hot Enough for You Day. And then today is Take Your Houseplants for a Walk Day.
I didn't realize they made so many holidays, but because they're copyrighted, you can't celebrate them to make money.
What the fuck?
You can talk about them, but you can't, like...
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's not in the spirit of the holidays. What the fuck,
You
guys?
can, but you have to ask them and get permission to use it as like a what's the word I'm looking for? Advertising thing.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
That's what I was thinking. I like read this and it was like I didn't understand what copyrighted holidays meant, but nope.
Come on our show, guys. We want to talk to you.
I'm gonna tell you how dumb
I don't
your
hate
ideas
you.
are.
I was like joking about that. I understand what you're doing with your stuff.
I don't.
Well, then come on. We'll have a discussion.
We'll thread the needle.
Yeah, we'll thread the needle with you.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, is that what you do? You take them for a walk?
Yep. Oh, I was trying to find like an origin or why that was a thing, and it was just like plants like the outdoors.
Yeah.
People need to exercise.
That's another thing about the Wellcat holidays is like they're so random. XD.
Oh.
Gruntled workers. Whoa. Hot enough for you?
LOL.
Well, I take a houseplant for a walk. Come on the show, guys.
I don't want to thread the needle. I'm done with it.
They're our arch enemies now, but we have to talk about them because they're copywritten holidays, so I guess they're official.
Yeah.
But then we go on to Friday the 28th. It is oh, shit. I didn't think about how to pronounce this. Okay. Fiestas Patrias.
Happy Fiestas Patrias.
So there's a lot of holidays called Fiestas Patrias. I don't remember what it stands for. Let me look up what it stands for.
Is it Fiesta Party?
No, Fiesta means party.
Party.
Patriotic holiday. It means a patriotic holiday.
That's fun.
But this one is specifically Peruvian Independence Day is what Peruvians call their Independence Day, Fiestas Patrias. It's their Independence Day. They got independence in 1821 on this day,
Congrats.
July 28th. Yeah. It's the day where like the president gives like a state of the country address and they all watch the president be like, "Hey, we're doing good, Peru. Keep it up."
Yep.
But that's it.
That's fun.
Yeah. What else is on the 28th?
We have got National Chocolate Milk Day.
Not National Chocolate Milk Day. National
Shit,
Milk Chocolate Day.
I did what this website was being super terrible about.
Oh, was it also mixing it up?
No, it was like, don't be dyslexic about this special day.
Oh.
Today is the day for milk chocolate, not chocolate milk.
Wow.
And I did it.
Way to go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, milk chocolate day. Eat some fucking chocolate. Wash it down with some chocolate milk.
Yeah. Fine. But also the 28th is System Administration Appreciation. System Administrator Appreciation Day.
Ooh, oh.
Sorry about that.
Don't be dyslexic.
Oh, well, I wrote it down as system admin because I didn't want to write out the whole word administrator.
Oh, like
I'm
4
lazy.
more letters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, like a shorthand term for them is sysadmin. I learned that because I have a friend on Facebook who's a sysadmin.
Well,
Shout out to Gilbert Morgan.
Congrats.
My boy.
My sysadmin.
But yeah, they're just like, IT people who check the computers, make sure the systems are running properly, go check on those, those servers. Mm-hmm. Those are some good servers. So thanks, guys.
Working servers.
Thanks for keeping our computers running.
The best.
In the office. You good boy. It's also always the last Friday in July, and I couldn't find a reason for that. I also couldn't find an origin for
That's
it
weird.
either. Yeah, but it's just the last Friday in July. Thanks, you sysadmins.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, but now we're on Saturday the 29th. What do we got?
We got Chicken Wing Day.
Happy National Chicken Wing Day.
I couldn't really find any origins, but... Oh, no, yeah, I did. What am I talking about?
Wow.
Where'd it go? Oh, this guy in Buffalo, New York, their mayor was just like, we eat chicken wings all the time here. Let's make it a day. And then the rest of the United States was like, heck yeah, let's do this.
That's fun.
Yeah. National Chicken Wing Day in 1977, the Buffalo Mayor Stan Mikowski proclaimed July 29th to be Chicken Wing Day, and then a few years later, it became National Chicken Wing Day. So pretty much what I said.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's also like another Chicken Wing Day in August.
That's weird.
Where'd it go? No, I think it's February 4th is Super Chicken Wing Day.
Oh, what's a super chicken wing?
I don't know.
It's like, haha, you thought today was chicken wing day. How about super chicken wing day?
Gotcha.
We're better. We're super.
Super day.
Oh, that reminds me. That thing we were talking about yesterday. So there's this video game called Star Wars Super Bombad Racing, right? It's a bad video game. I don't know who made it or where it came from, but we own it for some reason, and it's bad. But I didn't know what Bombad meant, and we were watching Phantom Menace last night because it's too much to get into right now. But we were watching it last night, and Jar Jar Binks said the word Bombad, so I looked it up, and it means superb in Gungan. So that game is called Star Wars Super Superb Racing. And it's a bad name.
It's some very good racing.
Some super superb racing. I don't know. That just reminded me of that. Anyway, the 29th is also National Lasagna Day.
Happy National Lasagna Day.
Lasagna.
Is there a Super Lasagna Day?
I don't think so. No.
Wow.
This day is super, though.
That's true. It's Bombad.
Yeah, it's so Bombad. This actually, just like Hot Dog Day, isn't an official national day, but everyone just like accepts it as a day. But yeah, there's not really an origin. It's just you just eat some lasagna. It's lasagna. Okay, but then Sunday the 30th. What is it?
It is International Friendship Day.
Wrong. International Day of Friendship.
Don't be dyslexic. Shut up.
Happy International Day of Friendship.
Happy International Day of Friendship. It's got roots as far back as...
Clearly not today.
It's not any day with you.
Oh.
It dates as far back as 1919 in the United States. The country of Paraguay first celebrates this day on a national level of July 30th, 1958. Other countries have also celebrated it, and it varies between July, August, and April. In 2011, the UN declared this as an official international holiday to be celebrated annually on July 30th.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super confusing because there's also a Friendship Day.
Yeah.
But this one is International Day of Friendship. It's different.
It's dumb.
But also the 30th is Father-in-Law Day.
Happy Father-in-Law Day, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Like, what? They get 2 days?
Yeah. That's
like,
rude.
Thanks. But yeah. I mean, thanks, father-in-laws. You good boys.
I didn't say you're bad boys, but you can celebrate on Father's Day.
I know, yeah.
What do? Buy him a card?
Yep.
Give him a hug? Make him some breakfast?
Yep.
The classics.
Don't be so rude.
Sorry.
What else is the 30th?
It's National Cheesecake Day.
Oh, cheesecake.
That's how
There's
I feel.
already a cake day.
I don't like cheesecake, so meh.
I like cheesecake.
I don't like cheesecake.
I like cheesecake.
There's no origin. Just eat some fucking cheesecake, or don't. I'm not gonna.
Why don't you just eat it on cake day? The classics.
Why are you being so rude to me?
I don't know.
What
I'm sorry.
the hell?
We need to make up.
No.
This episode.
Back
Oh no,
off.
no, please.
We're done. We're over.
No. This episode has been so troubling for our relationship. We need to make up today. Give me your hand. I love you.
I think you hate me.
I love you
Yell
so
at me.
much.
Yell at me so much.
I love you so much. I do it for love. We must thread the needle.
It's not that day.
It's tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
No, wait, no, it is today, technically.
Is it?
When this episode comes out.
Yeah, so we'll thread the needle in like 3 days.
But the episode comes out on the day.
Okay.
So we gotta pretend it's that day.
Oh, we threaded it.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
Oh,
You should be sorry, though.
oh no.
Oh, it's okay. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's Russian Navy Day.
Eat some cheesecake.
It's Russian Navy Day.
Happy Russian Navy Day.
The last Sunday of July is Russian Navy Day.
Wowie.
Dates connected to the Battle of Gangut. I don't know how this is pronounced. Gangut.
Gangnam.
Gangnam Style.
Yep.
It's connected to Gangnam Style. Yep.
Yep.
No,
That's
it was
the day.
the Battle of Gangnut was the Battle of Gangnam was the first important victory against the Swedish in the Great Northern War in 1714. The Great Northern War was like a war between Russia and Sweden, because Russia was like, "Hey, Sweden, you're getting too cocky."
Cocky.
Because Sweden was like, "We're the best. We're gonna take over the whole country, the whole This is our land. And Russia's like, get the fuck out of here. That was the Great Northern War.
Wow. You really summed it up for me there.
You're welcome. Battle of Gangham.
Thank you.
But what's on Monday the 31st?
That is National Raspberry Cake Day.
Happy National Raspberry Cake Day.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm not going to say it. We already threaded the needle. I'm not
Okay.
going to be rude anymore.
Okay. Yeah, eat some raspberry cake.
That's
There's
nice.
not really history. You want to hear some fun facts about raspberries?
Oh, I'd love to.
Raspberries are woody stemmed perennials.
What? What were...
Perennials.
Oh, okay. Pear nails.
Shut up. Raspberries are widely grown in all temperate regions of the world. Raspberries are a very important commercial crop.
I like raspberries. Raspberries are my favorite fruit. Did you know that?
I did know that.
I like raspberries.
I know. I like
They're
you.
very good. I like you.
That needle is so threaded.
It's just so we did it.
Did it.
It's tied.
These holidays
we're
are so
sewing,
good.
We're sewing together.
Yep. We are sewing.
Oh.
That's the day. Eat some raspberries.
Yeah,
Done with
that's
these fun
raspberry
facts.
cake.
Oh, don't eat raspberries.
Eat raspberries cakes.
Raspberries cakes.
Raspberry cakes. Last holiday of the week, Mutts Day.
Mutts Day.
Happy Mutts Day.
Happy day.
It's a day just to celebrate those mixed breed dogs. Those good boys.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Who dog you this?
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
This part of the podcast is just for dogs. Let your dog listen.
Yeah.
That's a good boy right there.
Who's a good boy?
That's a good boy.
That's a good boy.
Look at him.
Look at that good boy.
That's a nice one.
You're a good boy. You
yeah-
mangy mutt.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
That was bad.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You're not a mangy mutt.
You're a good boy.
You're a good boy. Here's your treat.
Give him a treat.
Yeah. What the hell?
I just
Give him a
promised him a treat.
Jeez. Ugh, people. Am I right?
So true.
Always.
Not giving them treats.
Yep.
They're good boys.
You gotta give it. Give it up. Okay.
Goodbye.
That's all.
Get outta here.
Thanks. Well, we're not over.
Say the thing then.
Okay. I'm trying, but you're trying to end it.
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna let me do it now?
Yes.
Thanks to Hannah Puri for the artwork for the show. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very good.
Thank you.
Go to Facebook and Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud. The thing, I think SoundCloud's doing all right.
Are they back?
I don't remember. Last I heard, they're doing better than previously thought, but still not good. We'll keep you posted on what's going down. But last I heard, they're okay. Yeah. But still kind of eh.
I barely heard anything about it, honestly.
Well, it has a big deal to do with us because that's where we put our podcast.
Yeah.
So if they go down, then we have to go over to
Going down with them.
What? It's one of them. If you want, you can subscribe on like any podcast app you can get. It's fun. Give us a rating there. That'd be fun. Or rate us on iTunes. Give us 5 stars.
Top of the charts.
Top of the charts. You could like us and subscribe on YouTube if you don't want to download a podcast app. That's fine too. You could go there, give us a comment, say that you like the show.
Like, comment, subscribe.
We get a lot of comments from like spam accounts, but like they're nice comments. They're like, great episode, and I'm like, wow, thanks. I know they're spam accounts because they comment right as the video goes up.
They're just really
But it's
excited
like
for
it's
us.
super nice though, because it's at least they're not like they're not even putting like a link there or like being like go to my website. It's literally just hey, thanks, or it's a good episode.
Yeah.
This one's good, and I'm like, wow,
Thanks.
this is nice. If you want to send us any comments or fan mail or questions that you want us to answer, send it to oneholidayatatime@gmail.com. And we can answer them. But yeah, that's it.
That's the days.
Them's the days.
Them's the 8 crazy days.
8 crazy days. Well, it's a week of 7 days.
Goodbye.
Bye.